I'm going to move the front end alignment spacers on my C8 Corvette. I start by jacking the car up. I can jack it up from the rear jack point with a jack puck and then support it on the front jack point with another jack puck under the front jack puck. And you don't need to lift it this high. I did it for convenience of working on it. It's a nice height for me to work at. Next step is to take the wheel off. I've already loosened the lugs before I lifted it up, and they should come right off with a torque wrench. And I'm using a 22 millimeter socket. I'm going to set the camera down as I do this next one so it doesn't fall off. So now I've got my front wheel off, and what we're going to do is you've got 2 bolts right there and 2 bolts right there. Each of them has a spacer behind the control arm, and what we're going to do is take out one bolt at a time, loosen the other one up, and slide the one spacer off, put it on the front, and reassemble and do the other one. I've got a 15 mil socket on my cordless torque wrench. And I'm working one-handed as I hold the camera, so there's that. And now I'm going to loosen up the other one just a little bit. I'm not going to take it out, I'm just going to back off just a tad. And now you can even see that spacer has started to move. So it's free. I can reach in there. And there's your spacer. And I'm going to reassemble that right there on the outside instead of the inside. I'm going to zip this one back into place. I don't need it tight. I actually want it just a little bit loose. And now I'm going to do it with the other one. Again, I'm going to take it out all the way. And then I'm going to take the spacer out. Again, just like the old one, I can slide it off. Put it back on the bolt, and I can zip this one back into place. And this time, I'm going to tighten it up. Not like super tight, but I want it nice and snug. I'll torque it later. And then once I do the back one, I'm going to torque it. We're going to do the back ones just like the front two. We're halfway there. I didn't video it, but I got the third one out, and I've moved the spacer. Back it off just a little bit. Now I'm going to do the other one. Number 4. There we go. Put it back on the outside of the bolt. Put it back on. Now I can snug it down. I'm not going to torque it, but I'm going to snug it. My goal is not to get it tight, but to get it snug. Now I'm going to go get my torque wrench and switch the socket. Actually, first I'm going to tighten it up with a normal socket, just so I can see how tight it is. I can feel how tight it is. The spec is 45 pounds, and there's not a whole lot of space to turn a torque wrench, so by hand tightening it so it feels like it's pretty good but not there yet is a great way to save time with a couple clicks at a time on the torque wrench. So I suspect I'm a little bit shy of 45 pounds on both those. That one's pretty tight. Maybe I already got these that tight, we'll see. Okay, now I'm gonna do the torque wrench. Now I've got my torque wrench. I don't know if I can do this one-handed, but I'm gonna try. Nope, okay, you're gonna have to take my word for it. I'm gonna torque these down till I hear it click, and that means I have them at the proper torque spec. So I've now torqued down all 4 of those bolts. If we look closely, we can see that the washer is now on the outside instead of the inside of the upper control arms. And while you're in here, assuming you're going to be trying to do an alignment yourself for toe, because this can adjust toe, you want to look at your toe adjustment right there before you get the wheel and tire back on, so you know what you're going to be working for adjusting your toe. This is also a really good time to clean your brake calipers. And I would also, what I'm going to do, I'm also going to clean the inside of my wheel as long as it's off the car. It's a great time to do that. So that is how you move your wheel spacers on the upper front, the alignment spacers on the upper control arms on the front of the C8 Corvette. It took me about 10 minutes for this corner.